Because Audrey Marks would be an absolutely mad woman to have ever suggested, think about it, that we are going to take 10,000 other criminals Trump wants out. So there's this big issue that the former Jamaican ambassador to the United States of America, Audrey Marks, was the one who told a senior US government official some time ago, yes, either earlier this year or sometime last year, that Jamaica was prepared to absorb 10,000 people from America. And that is not so. The whole thing has been conflated. What I gather from sources, yes, is that Audrey Marks, as part of the problem facing us in terms of labor shortage, suggested to this US government official that, listen, we have a serious labor market problem. A lot of our people want to go to the US. Yes? Which is a fact. A lot of Jamaicans want to migrate. Let us work out a voluntary program, but organized, where the nurses, the teachers who want to go, but they don't really want to live in America. What they want is the dollars, the income. So, let us work out a program where those nurses, teachers, whatever professional you have them in America for 6 months, and they come back to Jamaica after 6 months. So we don't lose them, as we are now. You don't lose them. Yeah? You can get them for 6 months, we get them for 6 months. That is what was proposed. This had nothing to do with the criminals, the rapists, the molesters, who Trump has declared he wants out. And that, I gather, is what Marx suggested. A workforce exchange program. And somehow, in the reporting in the Jamaican press, primarily from the pages of the Gleaner, that was not clearly understood, and it has been conflated into this issue of the third country nationals. Because Audrey Marks would be an absolutely mad woman to have ever suggested, think about it, that we are going to take 10,000 other criminals Trump wants out. Think about it. Just think about it. Does that make sense? So, to put a wrap on the point I'm making, migration across the world has been a long-standing problem, including for us here in Jamaica. We have been on the move for a long time. We have now reached a point where we need to deal with the hemorrhaging of our people leaving our shores for primarily the US, Canada, and to a lesser extent, the UK. And it is my understanding that the then ambassador, or she hadn't come home yet, said to a senior US government official, listen, we have a problem now in Jamaica. We're at full employment. We need our people to stay home. But you are taking them. Let us work out an organized work exchange program. Organized. So we keep our skilled people. We have an arrangement that they can go to the US for 6 months, earn their income, come back here. That makes perfect sense. But I gather that the US government official, a very influential US government official, who is in the policy bunker that is the Trump White House, they are steadfast in delivering on Mr. Trump's agenda. He misunderstood that into thinking, oh, Jamaica is willing to take 10,000 of these criminals. Huh? No. And then, in our reporting of it, and I say ours in media, yeah, we conflated the issue without stopping to think. Which Jamaican member of parliament, much less minister of government, would suggest the US? Yeah? No, I can't see anybody from either side saying that. Come, we will take 10,000 of these people. 10,000? Are you crazy? So here we are, going into having fits, yeah, because this matter, yeah. But I will say this to the Holiness Administration. This is about communications. And the communications from the Holiness Administration on this has been weak. Frankly, poor. Weak and poor. This administration should know by now that you govern in a time when there are a multiplicity of channels for anybody to get on and say their piece. And it means that you have to be in there getting out your message very quickly and clearly. If not, attitudes, opinions harden and take shape. First of all, it was a blunder to get the gleaner to go out first on this. Yes? This is not something to blame the gleaner for. Yes. If we were lucky to get a diplomatic note, yeah, about this third country national, that's a legitimate story of public interest. Yeah? I would hope that we would not have made the mistake in terms of attributing this to a government of Jamaica official. The other issue is, of course, Dr. Andrew Wheatley again.